G'day folks. Today we're staying with the red range of Matchbox kits as we look at the Heinkel HE111H kit PK403 of 1975. Strangely enough, I'd forgotten that I had this one until I did a stock take a few weeks ago. When I saw it, I got that same rush of excitement that I did in 1984, age 13, when one came my way. We'd got a video recorder that year, and the first film I taped off the telly was Battle of Britain. So, as I was planning to build it, as I was building it, and for some time after I built it, I'd watch the film, repeat the quotes, and enjoy the excitement of a Battle of Britain bomber of my very own. I reckon the neighbours could hear me, Heinkel in one hand, Spitfire in the other. "Help yourself, everybody, there's no fighter escort." Great fun. Not so easy at 53 as it was at 13. Sometimes the Stuka had cop it as well, but they were the days. So let's have a look. So this is the first artwork from 1975 by Roy Huxley. And yeah, bit of a story and a lot going on. On this side we have the two of the other from the range, being the Wellington, as featured yesterday, and the Heinkel 115. We have the art on the end. This poor old box, I think it might have been stored in someone's shed because, well, it's not in good nick, as you can see here. And then we see the three colours to good effect. Bit of prototypical information, and the same on this end as well. And then we have the three colour variations: the Legion Condor aircraft, the Edelweiss Geschwader aircraft, and this Romanian one, showing that Matchbox not only were not afraid to tackle unusual suspects, but made that a core part of their business. And then there we go, a good look through the window. So let's open her up and have a bit of a look. And while the box is quite tatty, the parts inside are pristine. There's another one of those massive stands, and you can see that I don't think the box has been opened too often because it looks quite delicate, the little bits holding it together, but it is still intact. So let's have a closer look. Now the instructions are pretty big, as you'd expect. Red background, nice front cover there, and of course it folds out four ways, like so. We have the typical information in different languages and the display stand info, then the paint chart info, and then the mini paint plan showing what colours you would paint various components. Now I get the idea that this box may have sat in the sun for a while here in Australia because it's pretty crinkly. Maybe got wet, who knows, maybe some sort of little creatures have had a bit of a taste, snails or moths or something. So a 9-step instruction series here with the how-to. Step 1, the pilot and the bomb aimer go onto the floor and the seat and the yoke. Step 2, the mid-upper gunner goes together. You can spin that turret. Step 3, all the inside stuff goes in, glue the fuselage halves together, and cut out the spot for the massive stand if you're going to use it. Step 4, the glazing and the machine gun etc. on the nose and the radio mast. Step 5, tail planes and rudder. Step 6, engine components. Don't glue that bit to enable the prop to spin. Step 7, undercarriage. And a note here, they don't have what they've had on some of the other kits, the don't glue the wheels to the undercarriage legs, so you can turn them looks like that wouldn't work here. Step 8, all the big stuff goes together. 9, everything underneath, undercarriage, etc. And then there's the how to do it with the undercarriage retracted. Interesting that the way to do the tail wheel is just chop it in half and put the bottom half on. So that is the instructions. Now when I opened the box, this fell out. And it's the decals. Now I'm not going to try too hard. I'm not going to be able to use them, so what the hey. So this is the decal set. I wondered why it would have been rolled up like that. Wondered if that was because they were under the window and it had been hot and had curled up. I don't know. But I did have a bit of a look online and I looked at one on eBay and it was the same. There was the rolled up decal sheet and it said the stickers are on the roll. So whether this was something that happened, I don't know. If you'd seen this before, please do let me know. But this is the obviously unusable decals. Original with all of the elements there. You have the transparencies. Quite usable. Sure they're not up to today's standards by a long shot, but they were certainly up to my standards back then. I'm pretty happy with it now. And of course, here's the monster stand. So there's the transparencies. The first sprue in what I think is a rather pleasing chocolate colour. We've got the fuselage halves with basic deep panel lines, but you could do a lot with it. Prone airman. Now I'm using a slightly different lighting setup tonight, so please let me know if it's too reflective and I'll try something else. And the rear of the first sprue. Looking at the second sprue, we have the upper surfaces of the wings and the upper surfaces of the tailplanes, undercarriage components, turret, exhaust, machine gun, engine, cowl gills, I suppose, area, aircrew, spinners, all in a quite usable tan, and the back of the second sprue. Made in England. That's the stuff. And the third sprue in a rather catching Matchbox baby blue. Basic detail, deep panel lines, but I wasn't complaining. And the back of the third sprue. Now the way these engines are, I wonder if Matchbox thought that there might be an opportunity at some point to put the Merlin engines on, like the Carter 2 111s from the movie. So thank you for joining me, folks. I appreciate your time. I'd like to thank also scalemates.com and matchboxkits.org for information about these models. So please let me know what else you might like to see, and if I've got it, I'll make a video about it. Cheers.